put it into container in this situation, but you're planning for the centerpiece of that garden come spring, which is just minutes away. You will not see this one, my friends, for a lower price for the next 6 months. So even if we have more left tomorrow, which we likely won't, it will not be this low of a price for the rest of this gardening season. So this is why you want to reserve it now. I'm so happy to see Philip Watson. It's only been like, what, 4 or 5 months, but it feels like a lifetime, my friend.
It's been forever.
I love having you here. He is our, I mean, if we had like a chief garden correspondent here at QVC, that would be him. He's also called a horticulturist. He is amazing, and he brings us some of the most amazing, most beautiful things for your garden, both indoor and out, and this is one of them.
I love this.
This is wonderful.
I tell you, I have these in my garden every year, but I've never had this one because this is new. Razzamatazz is a tropical masterpiece. We picked out the best hibiscus flowers, the biggest, the most beautiful, the easiest to grow, and we braided all of them together. This is a gorgeous representation of what you can expect to have for years to come.
It's beautiful. I mean, this braided trunk, and then look at the flowers. 3 easy payments of $18.33. You do not get billed. That easy pay does not start until this ships, and it'll ship when it's appropriate for you to plant it. You reserve it now, but you get it the lowest price. You'll see it for 6 months. I don't even think and that goes away at the end of the day. At the end of the day, this price goes away, which is very soon. Here's what it looks like. It's like these
colors.
pastels.
And people are buying these in pairs because they just look exceptional. And that yellow one, by the way, is called Fort Myers. Who knew? Fort Myers yellow. I love this. And we were down in Florida.
I like Fort Myers.
Meeting with the plant breeders. See, I'm down there, and they had them on either side of the gates down there where we had them all grown. Just gorgeous. But these are all these pastel tropical colors. There are no red flowers here, which are often difficult to work into your garden scheme. It's all of these bright tropical colors. You've got mango, light pink, dark pink, and yellow flower, which is the Fort Myers with the white stamens. All of these varieties we picked out because of their compatibility. They grow well together, they bloom well together, and they don't quit. I hate a quitter.
No quitting, no quitting.
No.
So everybody's jumping on this. I mean, we're getting real busy, already 100 gone just like in a second. And part of the reason why is those of you who watch QVC know that a one-day only priced item goes away at midnight your time. That price expires, and you will not see it that low of a price for 6 whole months. Well, our garden season will be over by then. We won't even have this anymore. So if you come back and try and get this tomorrow, even if we have it, it'll be more expensive, and it will not be this low of a price for the entire season. But we need to know the important things like who can grow this, when's it gonna ship, like if I live somewhere, am I not gonna be able to grow this?
No, this is the thing. The hotter it gets, the more it's gonna bloom. All parts of the country it works. If you live in an area where it freezes or it frosts heavily, you bring it inside and it'll bloom all winter. This is the most photographed flower on my Facebook page all winter.
There's your delivery. So if you can see your area color-coded, that's when it's going to ship to you. In fact, in our area, it's like April 10th-ish is when it's going to ship. But all of you can grow this.
Yes.
It's just how you use it differently. So if it starts to have a frost, you're going to bring it inside. It's going to be in your house over the winter.
And it'll bloom. A lot of things don't do well inside. This one does. But as I mentioned on my Facebook page, all winter long, that is what's on the Facebook page. And they've gotten in a competition. Oh, mine's doing this and mine's doing that.
What if you had 2? What if you had 2? What if they flanked like when you walked into your home? How gorgeous that would be. Or what if this was out in your garden? Maybe you have a smaller garden. This is the centerpiece of your garden. You do all of the other Cottage Farms pieces that you're getting like around it. This is how it's shipped to you?
That's how it's shipped. This is the important piece.
It's like a full-on tree already when you get it.
This is the way it comes. Let me just pay homage to this.
Pay homage,
because this is the way it's shipping out. When is it going to start blooming? Look, this has already got buds coming up on it right now. This is how fast they start blooming. Beautiful, lustrous foliage. You ask about the braiding, you don't need to ask about it. It's braided. This is the way it comes. It's already in a nice pot. You can put it in a larger pot, but people say, well, do I need to braid it higher? I'm going to hold it next to this. You see how the braid is exactly the same height as this big one, which is about 3 years old?
Oh, I see. So it fills out as opposed to getting taller.
Yes, the crown just gets larger, and it blooms like crazy. But it's a signature piece in a large garden. It is the focal point in a small garden. If you've just got a patio garden,
Yeah.
you
Oh,
need
my
something
goodness.
really, really
This
important.
is it. It's all you
That's
really
the
need.
ticket.
So I know you're asking me, well, listen, it's January 25th. There's still snow on the ground. Why are we gardening now? Well, first of all, don't you like to think about that that's like, I mean, that's like, you know, 40, 60 days away. Like, we're close, right? But at the same time, you plan, just like you plan your summer body in the winter, you plan your spring garden at the end of the winter. This is your first piece, because this is your focal point.
Right.
And then as you see fill up more and more through February and March, you'll pick up the other items that kind of go around it. But you want to get the pièce de résistance home first.
Yes.
And here's the great part of that. This is the lowest price. You'll see it for the rest of the season. Once this price expires tonight at midnight your time, we might still have some of these left. It will not be this low of a price for the rest of the season. It's a one-day only priced item. So tonight the price goes away. 3 easy payments, but you don't start getting billed until this ships to you. Remember that little map we showed you that shows you exactly when? You won't get billed until then. You're just kind of reserving yours right now, which is part of the reason why it's a great price.
And that's the word right there. You're reserving it because there's no benefit in waiting until the tail end of the season.
No.
Because there'll just be less from which to choose.
Right, you're not paying now, you're paying
We're
then.
shipping it to you when it's perfectly safe to plant in your area, so you don't have to be worrying, when is it going to come, what's going to happen. You also get a growing guide, if you've never grown anything before, telling you all about our tropical
I put those on my
hibiscus trees.
refrigerator as the flowers and plants arrive, then I put it on the refrigerator so I know.
So anyway, you got it all there, and I go by my growing guides. I save my growing guides. I put them underneath the sink, and guess what else I keep with it? Our button flower booster,
Gotta
which is
have
great
that.
fertilizer. And by the way, if you're only buying one fertilizer this year, this is good for your house plants, for your vegetable plants, for anything you've got. It's a good all-purpose general fertilizer that never runs out of punch.
I'm trying to figure out how many of these we have because already over 900 of these gone. The price will go away at the end of the day, midnight your time, and then it will not be this low of a price for 6 whole months. You get to spend on your major credit card over the next 3 months once this starts shipping to you as opposed to just once. There's no shipping and handling because it's free shipping and handling on this. Those are a couple of the reasons why you pick up your live plants and flowers here at QVC. But tell me why Cottage Farms?
Well, we're known for our braided hibiscus trees, but we're all horticulturists, and we go to the plant evaluation trials and we pick out the best ones. We go to the plant breeders. Anybody can look through a catalog. We pick out the best. This particular one, I loved it because it had the brightest colors.
Look at how
It also
pretty.
had these bright pastels, the bangos, the yellows, the pale pink, and the dark pink. All of these colors at once on this beautiful braided trunk. I mean, it hits all of its marks. It's just an incredible thing. In Paris, I've got them on my back porch, and I've got sun patients all planted around there because it's a small garden in the back, and I wanted to have that wow factor. And when people pull up, it's the place where you go say, oh yeah, would you take my picture with this plant? It's a
really
photo
is.
op.
Because it's so beautiful. Like if you are having like family photos, this is the one where you all stand in front of, right?
Yes.
Because it adds that life. You feel like you're on vacation by having this. You could live in, where do people not vacation very often? I don't know. Now I'm gonna offend somebody. I don't know. You can live in like a really not coastal place in Minnesota maybe, and like people don't go there for the summer or like in the winter to vacation, right? This is, you feel like you're in like Key West.
Well, and it works also in small areas too. My mom is in assisted living place. She has an apartment with a little balcony. She has it on her balcony, and it gets great sun there. The more sun you get, the more blooms you're gonna have. So you can have in a small area. And doesn't it look like a Mardi Gras carnival on a trunk?
does.
And with Mardi Gras coming up, I mean, this is just, it says happy, happy, happy. And you get older and you start to go, you get a little bit boring. I want to show people I'm not boring, at least with my garden.
1,400 spoken for. It matches my shirt too. Life
Yeah.
is pretty amazing, especially when you have this
It's a
at
party,
home.
and doesn't it look
Right?
like the little paper umbrellas in the drinks?
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
We should sometime.
I need one of these at my house. In like the back, we have a pool. There's a pool at our house. I'm so excited.
Stop
Our
it.
new house. Okay, I'm
I have a new swimsuit.
There you go. Come.
Okay.
Hey, listen, the price goes away at the end of the day, which is very soon, and you will not see it this low of a price for 6 months. You don't pay for this until it ships to you when it's ready for you to plant. You're reserving it now, but if you wait till tomorrow, price is going to be higher. Not a whole lot of these are going to be available anyway, and free shipping and handling. Hey, real quick before we have to go, tell us about the warranty.
Yes, these are guaranteed for the entire season. That's what I'd like to tell you. Gardening Made Easy by Cottage Farms is just